We like to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Akakadash. Double honors to our apostles, our bishops, elders, all the Akim that push this truth out of sincerity week in and week out, all right? According to the true doctrine, how the scripture's supposed to be brought out, all right? So, you know, we're in time of basically the end. We're nearing the end. All right, it's going to be a financial collapse, a global financial collapse, and a worldwide financial collapse. There's not going to be any food. There's going to be a famine, and then it's going to be a famine of the word. Or also, it's going to be a famine also, man. So these are times with a famine, a lack of bread, lack of water, lack of food. And also it's going to be a lack of hearing the word of the Most High. People ain't going to have any understanding. They're going to need to know what's going on.
I got you.
It's not going to be any hope.
This is the book of Romans, chapter 13, start at verse 11. And that knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep.
The time. What time we're in? We're ending the end of this age of rulership. It's high time to wake out of sleep. Our people are in a spiritual slumber. They think everything is funny. They don't know that pretty soon it's going to be a great financial collapse. There's going to be a nationwide famine. It's going to lead to cannibalism. They don't know that it's going to be a pestilence more worse than these plagues that's been taking place. It's going to be like the Black Death.
It says, for now is our salvation nearer than when we believe.
Yes, in the ancient kingdoms, we knew this word, man. Like, all right, but now our salvation is nearer, because the Lord had it where we woke up, we woke back up, and our salvation is near, because Esau's at the height of his rulership. He's reaching the height. Who is Esau, the so-called white man? You Caucasians.
It says, the night is far spent, the day is at hand. Let us therefore cast off the works of darkness.
Yeah, let us cast off the works of darkness, man. Anything that's outside of the scriptures, the Holy Bible, is darkness. So the works, we're not supposed to be in this system. We use the world, we don't abuse it. We're not supposed to be in these philosophies, man, or going to these heathens for help. We're not supposed to take that RFID microchip, the mark of the beast, or worship the image, his order.
It says, and let us put on the armor of light.
The armor of light is the scriptures, and rehearsing it. Rehearsing the righteous acts also too. So that's the armor, that's going to protect us. Wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of our tongue. That's going to keep us stable, have us grounded.
It says, verse 13, let us walk honestly as in the day, not in rioting and drunkenness.
Honestly, not in rioting and drunkenness, man. Off of these philosophies, these religions. All right? Trying to make our own doctrine. Trying to get in every philosophy except for being into the scriptures, the truth.
It says, not in chambering and wantonness, not in strife and envying.
Yeah, we're not envying. We don't have those qualities, man. Cause wow, and we not jealous of the heathen either. We know this is their time, the short time they have.
It says, but put ye on the Lord, Yahweh Shah Mashiach, and make not provision for the flesh to fulfill the lust thereof.
Yeah, the lust of it. So basically, we gotta separate ourselves from this world. All right, we use it, but we can't get caught up into it, man. All right, it's like a balance. Everything is a balance of how much fun you have. It's a balance of basically, you know, everything gotta be balanced out.
This is 1 Thessalonians 5:1. But of the times and the seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you. For yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord also cometh as a thief in the night.
Yeah, the day of the Lord is going to come as a thief in the night, unexpected. So we're measuring the times, we're watching the prophecies and things around us, all right? What's going on in this country, that country? How is everyone else's financial stability? What are the things that is most likely going to lead to this financial collapse that's going to lead to the RFID microchip? What stage events that Esau is going to try to bring about to propel this thing? So, because we don't know the exact moment the Lord is going to return, but we know things that's going to lead up to it. Yeah. We know once he issued that RFID microchip, make it mandatory, we know that's it. There's not much more else to do.
For when they shall say peace and safety.
And that's what happens. They say peace and safety, we made this deal. The economy is going to get better. Or everything's all right. We neutralize the threat in this country. They're giving the people false hope or false sense of confidence when they say peace and safety.
Then sudden destruction shall come upon them.
Then sudden destruction, abrupt, quick, unexpected, like a thief. And these things are going to happen rapidly or at the same time.
It says, then sudden destruction shall come upon them as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape.
Women have them labor pains, quick, unexpected. Well, that's the same thing with this destruction, and they're not going to be able to escape because it's the Lord's judgment. And it's part of the Lord's judgment. They ain't going to be able to escape.
But ye brethren are not in darkness.
But the men of the Lord are not in darkness, Lord willing, we the elect, because the Lord's a lamp. So it guides us through the darkness, the wickedness that's in this world, in this kingdom.
But ye brethren are not in darkness, that day shall overtake you as a thief.
That the day shall overtake us as a thief, because we already know the judgment of Jacob's trouble. Of being disobedient and following Caesar, these modern day Caesars, man, these Egyptians. We already know that we fear the Most High rather than men. So the Lord could destroy you and then bring you back for nuclear destruction. That's how real and deadly this thing is, man. The Lord could have you die gruesomely and then bring you back for the ultimate destruction, the nuclear destruction.
It says, ye are all the children of light and the children of the day.
Yeah, we're the children of light. On the right-hand side, we're the children of light. Just like you have the sons of light on the left-hand side. High-level Masons and your higher-level elites.
It says, and the children of the day, we are not of the night, nor of the darkness.
We're not of the night or the darkness, all right? All right? We're not of, we of the light. The knowledge, wisdom, and understanding gives us this light. All right? So we're the true enlightened ones. The real mystery. We illuminated ones on the right-hand side, really. Lord will.
Therefore, let us not sleep as do others.
Let's not sleep like others, man. Because everybody else is spiritually dead.
Yeah.
They don't know, thermonuclear destruction is nearer. They don't know cannibalism is nearer. It don't take that long for the nation to become cannibals, man. To starve out the people. It can happen within
the chosen?
Nah.
Jesus?
And I don't know, that's not Jesus.
No,
Who is,
he's just an actor.
and that's just not his
That's
real
a
name.
beautiful point.
No.
He's just an actor.
He's just an actor.
Okay.
But it's really, really good if you like it.
Oh yeah? Show it to the camera.
Let the world see.
Let the world see.
Oh my gosh, am I live?
Yes.
Oh yeah, you live.
Live and direct.
There's a little QR code too.
All right.
Would you like it?
No, it's all right.
Oh, no.
Oh, thank you. You got your message out.
All right. Bless y'all.
Take
All right,
care.
you too. See? Be at peace with all men.
Yeah, because soon that lie is being destroyed.
That covering
No one
time.
believes that anymore. That's a beautiful. She said that's just an actor. And you're absolutely right.
And that's a part of that sleep.
That's a part of
In
the
the
coma.
coma, she's in a spiritually vegetative state.
She's in a spiritual vegetative state. And that's the mind frame of the average American citizen. They're dumb, deaf, and blind. To who the Most High is, to who the Son of the Most High is, to who the words of the Lord is, who the words of the Lord belong to, who salvation pertains to. They're just dumb, deaf, and blind to those things.
Yeah. Now if she's a heathen or one of them other nations, and she knew the truth, she'd be out getting drunk right now or something instead of following that madness, man. Enjoying the few times she has left.
Let me finish this up. It says, but ye brethren are not in darkness. No. But ye brethren are not in darkness, that day shall overtake you as a thief.
Well, we're not in darkness that day should overtake us as a thief. We're on the watch. We're doing this work. We're on the watch. We cutting out as much idle time as we can so we don't get caught off guard.
Right.
You know what I mean? You know, because we know this time is nearing, man. I'm trying to catch my words, but it's near. We keep saying the same thing. It's repetitive, but we believe it's near.
That's why the Lord said, when his disciples were sleeping, he asked them to watch out, like to look out. And then, he got upset. Went back the third time, and he said, watch as well as pray, for you know not when that time is. So, you won't get caught off guard if your peripherals, your focus is on something else.
Yeah.
You got to keep your eyes single. You got to be laser focused, single vision. Your brother Shah like to give the movie Biker Boys.
Oh yeah.
Tunnel vision.
Yeah.
He always brings that out about the tunnel vision when they was riding the bike. That's how you got to be in this truth. There's 1,000 things to distract you. Satan has 1,000 tools and devices to take your sight off the Lord. But you got to remain tunnel vision.
And you was good when you said peripheral because my sight ain't that good no more. Where you used to see from the side real good. I couldn't, but it ain't at that height it used to be.
So it says, ye are the children of the light and the children of the day. We are not of the night nor of the darkness.
We're not of the night or of the darkness, man. We're not a part of this world. We're not attached to it. We're not in its philosophies. All right, it's wine. We have not sipped it. We don't need it.
It says, therefore, let us not sleep as do others.
Yeah, we can't sleep like others, man. So we might be considered weird to some people in the world. We're different. They can't put their hands on, they can't put their fingers on it. You know? No, you don't eat this? You don't smoke? Nah. You know what I mean? Oh, you don't get no shit. Why you don't shake? You don't line up. Things like that. We're different.
It says, but let us watch and be sober.
We're watching and being sober. We're not entertaining. We're not a part of these philosophies, man. About the world. We're not in politics. We watch politics, but we're not a part of it. You know what I mean?
I got some. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 5. We start at verse 14. Ye are of the world. Ye are the light of the world. A city that is set on a hill cannot be hid.
A city set on a hill can't be hid, man. That city's gonna be shown. You're gonna see it in a day. You're gonna see it all through.
It says,
a city is lit up.
right.
You can see A lot of these buildings you can see from different states. This truth is seen from far from everyone. I mean, everyone can see it. On YouTube, they can hear it. All right?
Yep. People walking by.
Walking by,
yep. So it says, neither do men light a candle and put it under a bushel, but on a candlestick.
Yeah, you put your candle so it could shine through the darkness, man. So it can be seen. It gives light. This knowledge, wisdom, and understanding is light. This is the true wisdom. Anything outside of this is like what you would use for a tutor, for like a trade or whatever. But our number one skill set is the scriptures.
It says, and it giveth light unto all that are in the house. Let your light so shine before men that they may see your good works and glorify your Father which is in heaven.
Yeah, so they can see the good works and glorify Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. Glorify Yahweh Bashem. It said Father in heaven. And Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, Yahweh and Yahushua, they're one, meaning an agreement. Separate entities, but one, meaning an agreement. Yahweh Shah follows what Yahweh tells him.
That's right.
All right? To do. He's programmed from the jump.
Verse 18. For verily I say unto you, till heaven and earth pass, one jot or one tittle shall in no wise pass from the law till all be fulfilled.
So nothing in the law changes. You know, you don't got to do the law sacrifice anymore, all right? Because Yahweh Shah was the ultimate sacrifice.
Right.
That lamb that didn't have a blemish. But the law didn't change. Yeah, I mean, you can still do it, but it's of none effect. The law doesn't change. So Yahweh Shah was deadly then, they're deadly now, and they on business. They're about business. Ain't nothing changed.
That's right.
Doctrine don't change.
That's it on that.
Malachi chapter 3 verse 6. For I am Yahweh, I change not.
So the Most High don't change not, so the law don't change not. So you ain't supposed to be, you gotta keep the dietary law. You gotta keep the Sabbath. You gotta conduct yourself how the scriptures tell you to conduct yourself. How we are amongst the apostles, the bishops, and the archons, we gotta be like that when we by ourselves. You know what I mean? You gotta have the same conduct or character when you're around an akim, you know? Because ultimately Yahweh Bashem Yahushua and the angels are always watching. And then on a lower level, the people are always watching. You got people that watch the videos and don't come out. You know?
It says, for I am Yahweh, I change not. Therefore ye sons of Jacob are not consumed.
Yeah, so we're not consumed. Lord willing, we're the elect. All right? Because the world, they're gonna be consumed with nuclear fire, and they consumed with these philosophies, man. All of the way of the heathen. Esau's order. They take everything he says and hold it dead. That's why they walk around like this. They got a false sense of confidence, man. Because through entertainment, if it's so much entertainment, a person will start to believe that everything's okay, or it's going to get better, even if it seems a little bad. And that's the wrong way to be. You know what I mean? Yeah. You know? I used to be a God. You got something to say about that?
Finish your thought.
I used to be a God when I was in school. I used to be on guard when I was in school because my mom's all the way from elementary to junior high. She would speak up in school, try to catch me slipping, being bad or whatever, you know? Never knew when she would pop up. So, not to do shit in class or whatever, you know, be on guard. Well, we on guard now for your, like, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, man. Because things could kick off at any moment. How long it takes for groceries to be gone?
2 days.
Less than that, because people gonna panic. All right.
They're gonna break shit.
So how long it takes for people to result in cannibalism from that time? A week or two? All right. The result in cannibalism, starvation. All right. So things could kick off within a month's time, or less. It could get real drastic. You know, so it's not no thing of 20 years, 30 years, no. Any day now.
I was gonna say, and you know, these people got spells on them. You know, the bread and circuses, like you said, that pacify them and keep them comfortable. But it's the sorcery, man. It's really the sorcery and the witchcraft. You know, they envy and idolize materialistic things over reality, rather than life. They worship money, they worship sneakers, they worship fashion, they worship all these things, it's all idolatry. And they'll take their idols versus, you know, what they're supposed to have. As long as they got their idols, they're fine, they're comfortable, they won't rebel. Kendrick Lamar just Drake, but you still broke. You still gotta get up and go to work. Got taxes and bills to pay. Oh, but Beyonce just a new concert. Kim Kardashian just released some new makeup, and that shit will put you back to sleep. So that was it. It's
Finally is set in great dignity.
Verse 7. Even from the days of your fathers, ye are gone away from my ordinances.
Even with the prophets of old, man. All right, they go from the order. It's an order. It's a certain structure we're supposed to have. Law, statutes, and commandments. And what happens when you do things out of order? It causes chaos and disorder. All right. You ever see how you might see how you do things on your day-to-day basis, how you handle work or whatever, and you do one thing out of the ordinary. You don't do one thing in order and mess up the whole chain of what you have to do for the day.
It says, even from your days of your fathers, you have gone away from my ordinances.
Yep, even from all of the days of the prophets. In the ancient world. We kept messing up. And that's why these bad things happen to our people, man. That's why the condition we in this condition we are in, man. That's why our women the way they are. That's why a lot of us didn't grow up with our father. It's a lot. We don't have a family structure. We don't have a nation structure, first and foremost. We don't have a lot of us don't know who the Most High is and who the Most High Son is. Their identity, that's worse.
We've broken all arrangements, man.
Broke, don't have nothing and then gotta have the nerve to be proud, man.
It says, and have not kept them. Return unto me, and I will return unto you, saith Yahweh of hosts.
When we turn unto the Lord, He will return to us. Before Israel was to admit their fault, you know, the Lord will reestablish us, but that's not what happened.
It says, but ye said, wherein shall we return?
That's and our people, they don't want to acknowledge the Most High, man. They don't want order. They're like, nah, I can't believe in that. But yet, they'll go to the motherfucking to the witches and the warlocks and get their drugs or sell their drugs. All right, and then they'll all of a sudden have more wisdom when they fucking hot. And will be so-called deep. Speaking nonsense.
This is Deuteronomy chapter 32, verse 7. Remember the days of old, consider the years of many generations. Ask thy father, and he will show thee thy elders, and they will tell thee.
Yeah, so we supposed to go to council, man. We're supposed to go to council. Elders in this truth, apostles, bishops. All right, seek men of wisdom. All right, and so but on this side, an elderly person is not considered. They don't go. They consider washed out. But nah, that's a person to go to if it's in righteousness. Yeah, I gotta look at the camera.
No, you good.
If it's in righteousness.
Yeah.
All right. But this generation, these people, they consider outward appearance or a person's so-called economic status. You know what I mean? For them to be considered wise. But then again, that's all foolishness because the teachers don't make the same as these high-level entertainers. The nurses, the doctors, even though you got rich doctors and stuff, they don't make as much as these so-called wealthy people, these entertainers. But I thought you're supposed to go upon what someone have, but that's where you learn things from. You learn things from this carpenter, that CDL driver, that builder, that mason. All right, those are things you learn. But they're not paid like these fucking entertainers that's keeping you asleep. Shit is backwards.
This is Malachi chapter 3, verse 14. Ye have said, it is vain to serve the Most High.
Yeah, they say it's unprofitable, it's pointless to serve the Most High. You doing all that, what are you gaining? A lot.
Raven? No, we talked yesterday.
We're gaining a lot.
Ye have said, it is vain to serve the Most High.
How is it vain to serve the Most High? Because, yo, what happens if a woman or somebody take all your wealth? Where are you going to turn to then? Where are you going to turn to then when if your money gets stolen from you? See, your money is temporal.
Ye have said, it is vain to serve the Most High.
They say it's vain to serve the Most High. Well, what's that getting you? What are you gaining from that?
And what profit is it that we have kept his ordinance?
What profit keeping the ordinances? What does it gain us when we missing out? FOMO, fear of missing out. The people just got to be a part of the action. They feel like they're missing out. They're not there. They have to be part of the party. They gotta be there. Well, a lot of times, being here at camp or being on 34th or whatever, wherever we was, I can say for myself, a lot of times, I was in locations that got shot up, that was targeted to get hit. Shot up, all right?
It says, and what profit is it that we keep his ordinance and that we have
keeping the Lord's ordinance? Like that time when that dude shot up, that dude got shot. Was a train shooting? I missed that train that day. I missed that train. I was supposed to be on that train. I'm sorry.
And what profit is it that we have kept his ordinance and that we have walked mournfully before the Lord of hosts?
Mourning, because we're in mourning. All right, we're not happy like the world is happy. All right, because the majority of the world they found their life or they so-called finding it. They're enjoying. They love the world. They're winning.
And now we call the proud happy.
We call the proud happy, man. Hey, yo, listen. That pride of life, man. All of these things, and these people are proud. They're winning. They think they're something. All right. That's going soon. Esau. That's what Esau does. He turns on you. Once he got you away from the Lord, spiritual wisdom and understanding, that's when he's gonna leave you hanging. He gonna flee from you. He gonna leave you hanging. Then that's when the famine of word gonna happen. The Lord ain't gonna hear you, because the Lord had his prophets speaking, and you didn't have time for that. I don't got time for that. I'm enjoying my family, my kids, my life.
And now we call the proud happy. Yeah, 2/3 of our people call the proud happy. It's insane that the scriptures say there's 6 things the Lord hates. 7 is an abomination unto him. And a proud look is one of the things that the Lord hates. But this world upholds pride. Because this world, under the hands of Esau and Edom, which is the Caucasian race, they turn things upside down. Things that's not acceptable to the Most High, they made it acceptable. Things that is an abomination in the sight of the Most High, they call it a delicacy. Things of no value to the Most High, they say is valuable.
And also, you don't have to do a personal attack. You can just be speaking the truth on your job, and it's considered it could be considered harassment.
Hate speech.
Like, yeah, it could be like, yo, you could just be talking like, we could be working at the same job, and I could be like, yo, you know, women, they really supposed to be at home. They're supposed to be at home taking care of the children, maintaining the household. And I could just be talking to you, and a female worker hear it, or a faggot ass nigga hear it, and then make a complaint. That's considered a harassment, and I could fall under the fucking sexual harassment shit. They made me take one of them. Because I worked for the city, I had to take an hour video shit on that shit. I fell asleep. I was falling asleep on that shit too. Just hitting the button trying to fast forward.
What shows you that's indoctrination. That's witchcraft.
That's right.
Trying to change your mind frame and belief.
Yeah, you got it.
So-called brainwashing, but you ain't not washing your brain, you're dirtying your brain. So it says, they that work wickedness are set up, yea, they that tempt the Most High are even delivered.
Yep. So man, this wickedness is increasing, all right, and basically, you can't even, they got it where you can't even, we gotta be wise as serpents in the world, man. Because everything is too censored now. Truth is censored, I mean. But bullshit is promoted.
And then Jack Nicholson, I forgot what movie it was, where he was with Tom Cruise.
Oh yeah, A Few Good Men.
He was good man. He was in the courtroom.
You can't handle the truth. You can't handle the truth. He's black, yo.
Yeah, he black, which is a true statement. This world cannot handle the truth. This world can't deal with accountability, honesty, uprightness.
Yo, these people are like a how many? What's the population again?
America or the world?
Whatever.
The world or America?
They're like individuals, like the Truman Show, yo. They're stuck in a glass bubble.
It's like two.
Let them work believe, man. Let them work, make believe.
This is Isaiah chapter 59, verse 15. Yea, truth faileth, and he that departed from evil maketh himself a prey.
Yeah, when you depart from evil, you make yourself a prey. You're a target. You're a target for the demons. The demons jump on these people. You're not accepted. Certain jobs you won't probably get. When you're on a job, you're a higher target when you're even doing a job. You have people that's just bullshit around, and they get away with it. I think one dude wasn't even fucking doing a job today, and they wrote up a memo, and I think he ain't even gonna get in trouble. You know what I mean? But yet they be on our body on the job, yo. Any little thing, yo. You know what I mean? They be honest. That's what I'm saying.
It says, and the Lord saw it, and it displeased him that there was no judgment.
Yeah, and just please the Lord. There's no judgment. There's this wickedness going on, man. And we're targets on all fronts. On our job, our family, throughout the world. Yo, we pray. And especially when you're doing this work, you believe in Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, oh, you're a target. You don't gotta say nothing. This demons on these people, they got the read on you.
I got something real quick. This is the book of John, chapter 15, verse 18.
Yep, because I told somebody I'm on probation on the job because in order I gotta basically eat shit until I get off probation for 9 or 8 months because I'm new there. So I got a friend that worked there, and he basically speaks his opinion. I'm like, what works for you might not work for me. Just because you can base these people out or whatever. I'm like, yo, it ain't gonna work for me. I'm like, I told him shit. I'm like, yo, things don't work out. You know what I mean? So, yo, they tell me to do something, a task of doing a job. I'm gonna get it done. You know what I mean? I'm gonna get it done. I'm not gonna cut corners.
Right. I got something. This is the book of John, chapter 15, verse 18. If the world hates you, ye know that it hated me before it hated you.
Yeah, so the servant isn't greater than the master. The world hated Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. The world hated Yahweh Shai. Yahweh Shai was during the time of the Roman Empire. 2 Roman emperors, Gaius, Augustus, and Tiberius. Gaius is Augustus. That's his name. All right. And Tiberius. Those are the 2 emperors when the Lord was on the scene. All right?
Right. Verse 19.
Roman emperors.
If ye were of the world would love his own.
If we was of the world would accept us, but we're not. So basically, we're not on the same frequency. The demons are on a different frequency than we are.
It said, but because ye are not of the world, but I have chosen you out of the world.
The Lord chose us out of the world.
Therefore, the world hated you.
The world hates us because they can't. That light is blinding them. That light is in their eye, man. They don't want. They're trying to deflect that light.
Right.
All right. With their demonic ass lids, with their black lids, they trying to deflect the light. Get the preaching these smooth things on, yo. Get out of here with that. Get them off the corner. Let them lose their job. You know, they out here. You know,
the scripture says that they hated Yahweh Shai without a cause. So the same way how it don't even be you that they particularly hate. It's the spirit that's within you. You know, and these demons they know who's a true servant of the Lord. You know, so certain shit might happen to you, and you wonder like, damn, why did that happen to me, right? But hey, that's the condition of the battle. Knowing that we all gonna have to come, under that fiery trial.
Yeah, because I'm like, yo, and then in the world, like, I'm on a job. So the supervisor made a big deal. He said, yo, you did such and such. I was like, yeah, I did all the tasks in my building. So he said, nah, you didn't do that. I said, yeah, I did. I did my building like how 8 other people did their building. He made a whole big thing. I was talking to him. I said, yo, you might be over the top a little bit. He's like, no, I'm not. I looked at the other buildings I wound up being in. Their shit was like mine or worse. So I'm like, all right, this is a test. He's testing me. So see if I buck up. So on the next evaluation, he could be like, yo, you failed this one or whatever. I already know, because I don't want to keep blabbing, because right after that, the boss that's over him asked me if I had my driver's license. So so I could be bumped up. You know what I mean? I was like, yo, I messed it up. I gotta fix it. He was like, damn, I tried to throw you an alley. You got it.
Matthew 10 and 34. Think not that I am come to send peace on the earth.
Yeah, the Lord ain't come to send peace on the earth, man. And the Lord is ruling in the kingdom of men on these military people, on these high level government officials, these leaders. The Lord isn't come to bring peace. And we're not in a peace time. Alright?
Think not.
So why is the churches and everybody's having fun with the music and the dancing? And everything's gonna be okay and hold hands. Come to Sunday, come to church on Sunday, you wanna come to church? You got it. Sorry.
Think not that I am come to send peace on the earth. I came not to send peace, but a sword.
The Lord ain't come to send peace but a sword. And that sword is going to be thermonuclear destruction. That sword is going to be missiles. That sword is going to be lesser weapons, economic weapons, pestilence, disease weapons, weapons in the food, poisonous weapons, the water, the air, the clothing, the music, the ideologies of this place, the wine, all of that.
That's right. Even the vision, really. You know?
Yeah, and that's poisoning people. The American dream, you come, if I can make it here, I can make it anywhere. In New York and all of that. It's an ill song, and I think Sinatra did it first. It's a nice, good song, but this is all it is a song. Now, we do things to prosper, work, certain hustles legally, but it's not our all. I'm saying, yeah, you can get your hustle on legally and all of that, but it's not our all. It got everything has a balance.
That's right.
So you might want to have your little fun, get your little drink, your entertainment, the movies or whatever, but you can't do that shit constantly.
For I am come to set a man at variance against his father, and the daughter against her mother.
Man against his father, and also men against their leaders in the truth, and also family chaos.
I am come, it says, the daughter against her mother, and the daughter-in-law against the mother-in-law.
See that happening now? You see it happening, you got it.
And man's foes shall be they of his own household.
Man's foes shall be of your own household, first and foremost in the truth, and then in your family, in your regular family, man. You're gonna have family members snake you. Family members do things against you. Demons are heavy on it, man. Why? Because especially if you in this truth, they're gonna do things contrary to it.
He that loveth father or mother more than me.
You love your father, your mother, your family more than Yahweh Shai that created them and you.
He that loveth father or mother more than me is not worthy of me.
Not worthy. So if those things are put before, you might lose those things before your eyes. See, you could lose them even serving the Lord. But the Lord is touching you too to see if you fall out because of that, man. You know what I mean? You mourn a little bit and you move on. We don't have the time to dwell on sorrow. That's not the time. We're at war. We got our mindset like, all right, man, this person just passed before me. You gotta keep pushing. You can't get caught in a trance like that. I think these junkies get caught out there like that. They're stuck on drugs. They're stuck on PCP. They're trying to escape the hurt. You know, sometimes you might be in a spirit where you don't even drink no wine. You won't feel that pain. I don't know. I might be bugging, but yeah. You know, but you got it.
It says, it's not worthy of me. And he that taketh not up And he that taketh not his cross.
The cross, you gotta, this cross, you gotta take up the cross, you gotta suffer in Yahweh Shem Yahushua, you gotta do this work. If you can't take up that cross, what?
It says, and he that taketh not his cross and follow after me is not worthy of me.
So now you're not holding a physical cross like the Lord did, but all of the burdens, and you might have to be put to death, but all the burdens that come with this truth. Because it's the bitterness of it. You can't handle it. Because when you first learn it is sweet, you want to tell everybody, oh, I understand the mystery. All the answers I search for I have. But then there's a flip side. Sorrows. No longer popular no more like he was. You know, we probably don't back the baddies and biddies like you used to. Your approval rate is increased. Your opportunities, you might have had a lot of things lined up financially. You know what I mean? You was a guy, you had connections, whether it's illegal or legal. You had, but mainly legal. You had the doors was open, those doors closed. Yo, what's name bugging, man? Or you might have people that feel like you abandon them when you come into this truth. Like, yo, man, you just turn your back on us, man. You cross sides, man. I see what type of person you is now. Someone once said that to me. I'm looking like, what? What do you mean? I didn't cross you or nothing. You know I was doing the work. You know what I mean?
It says, he that findeth his life shall lose it.
You find your life on this side, but and you don't have no, and you turn on your Hashem outside, you find your life, or you're not in the truth. You find your life on this side, and that's all it is. You're gonna lose it. You're gonna lose it. These celebrity dudes, they know what the truth is, because when you reach a certain monetary thing, certain doors are open where you know certain witchcraft things. You know things on a right hand and a left hand side. Because when you have so-called money, you have access to information also. New hustles and information. Now, you know, but the information of the Lord, the true knowledge, is not. You don't get those worldly gains right away. You get the spiritual ones, but everything else is like it's pending. The wealth is pending. The carnal wealth is pending. Yeah. You know how you say you got a pending account balance, and you're like, yo, this money will arrive at this time and this time.
And he that loseth his life for my sake shall find it.
And he that loseth his life on this side shall find it. Lord willing, we'd elect. Basically, we lost our life on this side, man. Because on how certain people's living, we not really living on a carnal aspect. Like living large or whatever, we not there. You know what I mean? We not there. You know what I mean? We can't get in no jet and end up somewhere in 30 minutes. All right? You know, you got people that island hop, man, that continent hop, where they don't fly commercially, they get to one spot quick. 100,000 or better on a round trip. The fuel and all of that. Got it? This is see, like John Travolta, he found his life, man. He don't fly the jets. He got them Boeing planes, man.
Bones is crashing out the sky now. This is Matthew chapter 6, verse 33. But seek ye first the kingdom of the Most High and his righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you.
You gotta seek the spiritual knowledge and understanding, you know, spiritual wealth, and then everything else will be added. The spiritual controls the physical, the carnal.
That's right.
That's really the true exoskeleton. It's your spirit. Alright?
1 Corinthians 7:29. But this I say, brethren, the time is short, and remaineth that both they that have wives be as though they had not.
Nah, they ain't say don't take care of your wife, but don't be all into that. That's not your 100% end. All right, because that's gonna steer you away. You know, you got some people that get a woman and they just disappear. I mean, in the world where you don't see them no more. They all about their woman. They just vanish. They just went to another planet or something. You know what I mean? I got friends like that. Shout out to them because look, they ain't at least they ain't in the streets. But they ain't doing the work. But I'm just saying. But they just vanish. You know what I mean? You might see them when somebody passed or whatever. Hear from them. Yo, damn, I'm sorry, man. Yo, man, you remember the good old days? But then you might have somebody that fall out the truth from that. They vanish from the truth because of a woman. And she could do a 180 at any time. It don't matter. You can be doing good. She finds somebody more exciting or whatever. You know what I mean?
She's bored.
Yeah, she's bored.
She's not happy.
That's what happens when you put a child, she's like a damn child in a dope body. And give them freedom. She's free to her devices. But yeah, you got people that they just vanish, man. They get that woman. They found their soulmate, and they just vanish, yo. Like, it's like, God, you be like, yo, I hear that, man. Check in some, give me a shout out, man. They just disappear. All right, let them go live, man. We don't even get mad. We just be like, yo, let them go live. He done found happiness. You know what I mean? Yeah. Me, I don't get mad about it. It's funny, but I don't even get mad about it. I'll be like, all right. I'd rather that than see the motherfucker dead or something. All right, he doing that, even though that's off. But you get what I'm saying? He could be doing a lot worse.
And they that weep as though they wept not.
They that weep as though they wept not. All right. So yo, we gotta basically like shake off what's going on in the world, man, and still just take the hits as we go, man.
Yeah. Ezekiel's wife died.
Yeah.
And the very next day he had to go and prophesy.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
You gotta, the scriptures say the time is short. You really ain't got time to be into yourself, to feel things, to go through things. And it's like, that's your human right, so to speak. To born, to get married.
But that's what it be. Oh, I'm sorry, I'll cut you off. Yo, forgive me. That's good. Yo, like spirit. You know what I mean? Like, yo, Shemawa, look. So that's like, it's showing the Lord speeding things up. When you don't have time to feel sad like that, you're like, damn, everything. You're not damn, but you're like, you can see everything's moving so fast. Everything's moving too fast. So you got
Nah, I'm saying talk to the camera.
Oh yeah.
Talk to us.
All right. I got
We
you.
hear you. I said, it says, and they that weep as though they weep not, and they that rejoice as though they rejoice not.
Rejoice not, like, cause look, we ain't in a happy time right now. Yeah, we laugh or whatever, but we're not in a party and good time all the time mood, man. You know? Like yo, look, you know my cousin Drago, right? He's like, yo, man, I got some shorties to bring through. Like, man, I'm going to sleep. You get what I'm saying? Like, yo, I was young. I'd be like, yeah, all right. You make energy. Now I'm like, I don't even care, man.
Right. Your time is precious.
Sleep, yo. I need that 4 hour, 3 hour of sleep or whatever.
Your time is precious.
Yeah.
And some women ain't worth it.
Yeah.
It ain't worth the time.
Yeah.
The headache, the chase. Some women ain't worth it. But that's what Paul was getting into this entire chapter, the deal of the marriage. Like, yo, if you're burning, go get a woman. But I'd rather that you don't get a woman to focus on this ministry. Because if you have the woman, you're going to think of things of the world to please the woman. Whatever you attach to in this world, your mind and your time is going to go to those things. So Paul was saying, I'd rather you be like me and just be a eunuch and just suffer. You know, so your mind can be focused on the Lord. But it's not a commandment. It's not an order. You know, you do what's in your spirit to do. You know? So it says, and they that buy as though they possess none.
Yeah, so basically, we're not all in, you might not be in all of, you might not be in all of your possessions or whatever like it is, you know? You're not into everything that's in the world too much.
This is Isaiah chapter 24, starting at verse 1. Behold, the Lord Yahweh Shemashai maketh the earth empty, and maketh it waste, and turneth it upside down, and scattereth abroad the inhabitants thereof. And it shall be as with the people, so with the priest, as with the servant, so with his master, as with the maid, so with her mistress, as with the buyer, so with the seller, as with the lender, so with the borrower, as with the taker of usury, so with the giver of usury is to him. So basically everybody gonna be on the same playing field. You know what I mean? Same way how you can lend money out. The same way, you know, that person that's lending the money, they gonna be in the same predicament as the one that's taking the money. So everybody's gonna be on the same playing field. That's what we're basically saying, you know.
And what level of event could make that take place? Mark of the beast. You know what I mean? That could turn.
Or when all hell break loose.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody surviving, trying to survive. You know what I'm saying? Nobody looking at this person as being, oh, this is the great Beyonce or the great such and such. Motherfucker ain't give a fuck about no damn Beyonce and all that shit that day, man. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers gonna be trying to eat, trying to survive out here, man.
Yeah.
You know? And really, what's really stopping this place from, you know, people really wilding out is 911. Having access to call the police anytime. When that shit is all dead and it's shut off, you can't call 911. You know what I'm saying? That's when all hell can break loose. That's when these women out here, they're going to really truly need a man of the Lord to protect them. Yeah. You know? Because that's what's going to really stop the majority of women are getting raped, man. Are getting fucked up out here, man. Yeah.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 6, verse 19. Lay not up for yourselves treasures upon the earth, where moth and rust doeth corrupt, and where thieves break through and steal.
Yeah, we're not supposed to lay our treasures upon earth. You know, and gold and silver, it don't rust. So that's showing that the so-called monetary system here is corrupt, it's fraudulent. Because gold and silver don't rust. So why would it say that? It means that the monetary system been corrupted. It's fraudulent. It's not real money. And that's the case. And that happened in ancient Rome where they were scamming. But now you have the fiat system.
Money out of thin air.
Yeah. You can tell this whole system is corrupt because in America, to get rich, you gotta go into debt. Yeah. What's that passive income with the real estate and all that? It's all fraud. The whole system 2000 they called it. They're supposed to collapse everything. Everything. So they behind the schedule. They behind the schedule, man. This whole system is designed to collapse. The floor is supposed to just open up.
But lay up for yourselves treasures in heaven, where neither moth nor rust doeth corrupt.
Our spiritual bank account, all right? That's what we're supposed to do. All right? That's how we truly hedge in our investment. We got hope and belief in Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai.
Right.
And now we're going to have that wealth there. And and we rehearsing the righteous acts. That's our financial hedge. Because when you hedging, it's like protecting yourself against a loss that takes place. So we might have to be martyrs. That's a so-called loss. Not really, it's not. It's an honor. To die for Yahweh Shem Yahushua. But yeah. Because that wealth can't be taken. Or measured. But this wealth, women can take it, can set you up. The IRS, they can make up some new law and take your shit. No, you haven't read. If you don't believe so, yeah, it was one of Aaron Russo's video. I don't know if it's mad as hell, but it was an instance where they made a law retroactive, meaning they reversed the law because it wasn't in their favor, and then they took a man's wealth and shit by saying that he owed back money, but the law was in his favor back then. So now you change the law, and now you get to go from years back and take that money and the money that, yo, that shit is fucked up. That's why you can't lay the treasures here, because Esau, he doesn't play just, man. He makes the rules and could break them.
It says, where neither moth nor rust doeth corrupt, and where thieves do not break through nor steal.
The thieves, the stick-up boys, the IRS, Esau, and all down the ranks, they come still. The whole thing is taking money from the majority and putting it into the hands of the few. That's the whole game. It's like, and then somebody got to take the loss, that hot potato, man, or the musical chairs, the game of musical chairs, man.
Yeah, I brought that out because the brother had read earlier how everybody's going to be on an equal playing field, except the men of the Lord. And the brother just broke it down beautifully, because we're going to have the true wealth, right? We're going to have the true riches. What is that? The fear of the Lord, right? While these people, these mortals, are trusting in their assets and their belongings, right? Their savings, their stocks. They're trusting in those things. But like the brother had broke down, at a push of a button, they can delete your shit or freeze your assets. That you can't even use your stuff, right? That's the world we live in. But Esau cannot freeze your faith. He cannot freeze or delete your fear of the Lord. And the scriptures say that the fear of the Lord is your treasure. It's the beginning of wisdom. So guess what? While these people are trying to survive and kill each other, eat each other, stab each other, rob each other, the men of the Lord are going to be protected, man. They're going to get taken care of. They don't have, while you're fearing what's going to happen to you in the world, the men of the Lord are only fearing the Lord. Because we don't fear what happens to us in this world. We give our lives to the Lord. So whether we live or die, we still live within the Lord.
It's like Lord willing, the Lord got us in the sort of like a trance. Right now, like it's like we're in a whole different realm within this realm, outside of what these what's going on. Like our whole mind is like it's just stuck on a kingdom and not anything, even though we're here. It's twisted. I used to watch Hannibal Lecter, the series, and he was like, yo, out of all the wickedness he was doing, he made some type of a mental, like it was called a mansion, a place if he ever got caught, to where he's in like a dream state of all the good he had already. So if he ever get caught and he in a prison, he's not in that prison. He's in a different realm. While he's there, everything is outside. You know what I mean? It's like the Lord put us in a trance and building us up. So when that time happens, even though we're here, our whole mind is like on the outside of it. It's sort of like I can't think of the words, man.
Right. The fact that we know what's coming. that's what's also going to keep us at ease too.
Well, I woke up
You know,
at 7:30.
like the scriptures you broke out, brother brought out earlier. You know, the Lord's going to come as a thief in the night, and it's going to be by these prophecies. It's going to be by, you know, all hell breaking loose. People not going to think like, oh shit. See, right now, that's what's separating us from the majority of the world. See, we understand what's coming. We understand that this place, America, is on its way out. All right? So that's what's going to keep us at ease. And believing in the Lord, believing what the Lord promised his men. That he's going to, you know, it said to seek ye first the kingdom, his righteousness, and you know, all things shall be added unto you. The Lord said he's going to make us join hands with him, man. You know, meaning that the Father is going to give Yahushua everything. Everything in this whole galaxy, man. Different galaxies, this planet, everything. You know what I'm saying? You know, so all this shit that people, you know what I'm saying, kill each other for, you know, the materialistic bullshit that people sell their soul for, we're going to inherit like that's nothing, man. That's nothing, bro. It's all about being patient, and that's what majority of our people they don't have the need to be patient, you know. And to be patient is a suffer, you know.
Like the riches of this world is temporal, and some people get at a height to where it's like it's boring to them. It's nothing else.
Right.
It's nothing else.
Because this world is played
They
out,
don't
man.
reach the height of creativity and enjoyment.
Yeah.
The kingdom is not going to be like that.
Hey, the Lord is going
us, Lord.
exactly. The Lord's going to make it where every day is going to be better than the day before.
That's true.
You know, it's not going to be where we're just going to be like, oh, it's boring. Like, you crazy? Yo, our mind is just going to be like, yo, like every day just learning new things. Like, it's going to be never a dull day, man. When you say the kingdom of heaven, it comes with a fulfillment. It comes with, you know, just everlasting happiness, joy, man. You know what I'm saying? Not no shit that we experience on this side.
Yeah.
We talking about just the taste of things, the feeling of things. It's gonna be totally different.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Our bodies are gonna be changed. You know, it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be amazing, man. You know, just the fact that, you know, you got people that go crazy about having gold. You're gonna be walking on gold, man. You know what I'm saying? Actually, you can tell that vibration is gonna be crazy, man. For us to be walking on gold and seeing all the gems and emeralds and all these things that's gonna be within the kingdom, man. It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be amazing.
And the kingdom is going to be satisfied.
Yeah.
You don't know what satisfaction is. And you don't know what satisfaction is in this world.
You don't know what is to live.
You don't know what it is.
This is not life.
You never met a real woman. You know, you never met a real Israelite man. You know, besides when we read about Yahushua. But we don't know, because we've been living in this nightmare for all these generations, man. Like the brother said, you don't know what it is to get charged off the water you drink. You know, the water actually has nutrients in it.
It's supposed to be sweet.
Yeah.
Water's supposed to be sweet.
It's supposed to charge you up. Everything you're supposed to eat,
Good.
supposed to charge up your body. We don't know what that is here. Everything here kills our bodies. You know, this is the kingdom of hell. Period. This is the kingdom of hell. We're not going to prosper. We're not going to thrive. We're not going to be. They talk about this thing called happiness. Like, that shit doesn't exist in Babylon, man. It's an illusion. It's a delusion. Everything you think is good or right and happiness is the opposite. That's why we need salvation. We need the kingdom of heaven badly. Badly. Because this ain't it. Your wife get bored of you and she could just leave you. Your job could fire you just because they doing cutbacks. That's just, it's a nightmare, man. Anyway, let's get some scriptures.
Everything is temporary.
This is the book of Micah, Micah chapter 2, verse 10. Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest. This is not our rest, man. This isn't our comfort. This isn't our succor, our security, right? This is a never-ending nightmare, man. STDs, you know, diseases, infirmities. This shit is a nightmare, man. You know?
Got it.
Yeah.
This is Baruch 3 and 8. Behold, we are yet this day in our captivity. Well, thou hast scattered us for a reproach and a curse, and to be subject to payments according to all the iniquities of our fathers, which departed from the Lord our power.
So the Lord said, Prophet Baruch said, we are yet this day in our captivity. We are in hell, man. This is slavery, bondage, right? The Israelites was in bondage under the Egyptians. The Israelites are still in bondage under the spiritual Egyptians, which is the Caucasian race, man. We are still found in the hand of our enemies. And we're subject to payments. And you actually got ninjas, man. Straight up and down niggas, man. Israelite leaders calling other men, other Israelites bums. Broke ass men. Look at your garments. You actually got Israelite leaders that read the Bible, that tell our people to keep the commandments, and look at another Israelite and call him broke.
That's some feminine, womanly shit, if that's a word. That's some whole ass shit, yo. That's what women do. They look down at your feet, your parents, what you're driving, how you look, how your hair is. Feminine.
Which is all bullshit, man. I'm in captivity, you're in captivity,
Right.
but you're talking shit about me being poor.
Just a shiny slave.
You're just a shiny slave.
Yeah, you just do some glitter on your shit.
Shiny suit.
Right. You in prison with a shiny suit.
Yeah.
Talking shit about the next prisoner in the next cell.
Idiot.
I got something real quick. This is James chapter 2, verse 5. Hearken, my beloved brethren, have not the Most High chosen the poor of this world?
The poor of this world. Who are the poor of this world? The Israelites. Blacks, Latinos, Native Americans, and Mexicans, man. We are despised, we are ridiculed, and every other nation talks shit about our people. Right? But this is talking about the believers. The believers of the Messiah and the Heavenly Father is the poor of this world, man. Because we gave up the world. We gave up the riches, the wealth, the status. We gave it all up so that we might gain Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. Yeah.
Rich in faith?
Rich in faith. That's the true wealth. That's the true power. Right? True power is the faith of the Most High. And the bus had a cosign, man. The fear of the Lord is the true riches, man. That's the true wealth. So don't be comparing yourself to people in this world, man. Because guess what? The people in the world doesn't have the truth. They don't know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven.
That's right.
They don't know what the future holds.
Right.
You know what the future holds. So you knowing that what the future holds make you more richer and wiser. Because remember, wise meaning light, right? Vadir, which means light or being able to see. You can see the future and they can't. You know what's to come. They don't. So you're richer than them. Okay.
Right. The Lord said He'll make thee finer than the gold of gold. You know, which is speaking about the elect men. You know, showing you that when the time comes, you know, your gold, your riches, it ain't gonna mean nothing at the end of it. You know what I'm saying? So the Lord says that He's gonna make it, you know, more valuable, more than fine gold, right? So it says, and is of the kingdom which He had promised to them that love Him.
Yeah, He promised the ones that love the Most High and the Son that you are going to be heirs and inheritor of the kingdom of heaven. Everybody's not going to be heirs, man. Alright?
It says, but ye have despised the poor.
You have despised the poor. Like I said, you got Israelite leaders calling other Israelite bums. We're talking about men's garments. Right? Superficial shit.
Yeah, how deep is you? How deep is you? You talking about the next man's garment and how much money you thinking like Esau.
Right.
You thinking like the damn devil, man.
Right.
That's why it says this. It says, do not rich men oppress you?
Do not rich men oppress you? Roman Empire. Don't the Romans oppress the men in Judea and in Israel?
I got something.
You being oppressed in your land. You giving tribute to Rome.
Yeah.
But you gonna talk shit about your other Israelite brothers.
Right. Yeah.
You a piece of shit, man.
How in ashes is proud. How is earth in ashes proud? It says, and draw you before the judgment seats. You know?
Which they did to Yahweh Shah. They brought Yahweh Shah before the judgment seat. Alright? Yeah, Shah.
This is Sirach 10 and 23. It is not meet to despise the poor man that hath understanding. Neither is it convenient to magnify a sinful man.
So what scriptures are they reading? The scriptures, it's in the law. It's in the law that we're supposed to build like a welfare system for the needy brothers and sisters of the faith, man. If there was an Israelite homeless or Israelite that needed food, we had a system to feed that Israelite, to clothe that Israelite, to give that Israelite shelter. But guess what? You got these ninjas, man, that's doing the complete opposite. Yo, look at this guy, man. Look at broke ass. Look at that guy. That ain't a real garment. You ain't shining. And it's like, what the hell is this, man?
You know what I'm saying? So how would they feel about men like John the Baptist? You know? John the Baptist, he wore camel hair. You know what I'm saying? And he ate grasshoppers, locusts. And he was in the woods. He didn't have a home. He was in the forest, man. In the wilderness. You know what I'm saying? They would look at John the Baptist as being crazy and homeless. He a bum. Showing you them guys ain't spiritual, man.
No phone, you guys sign?
Proverbs 28, verse 3, it says, a poor man that oppresses the poor is like a sweeping rain which leaveth no food.
Yeah, like a sweeping man leaves no food, man. That's some greedy shit. The scriptures say, if you had a grape tree or a grapevine, you're supposed to pick all the grapes that you need for you and your household, then leave some grapes up there for the homeless, right? But a niggard would not, he would not be considerate to leave something for the needy, man. They'll just sweep up all the grapes. Now I need some for tomorrow and the day after. And there's homeless people that's looking for food, man. That's wicked. It's in the law, in the book of Leviticus. You are supposed to give to the poor. You see a poor Israelite, help them out, man. The scriptures also say, know to whom you do good to. Do good to a godly man. So if a brother needs help, brother uptight, brother needs some food, help a brother out. Brother sneakers fucked up, get that brother some sneakers. Jacket for the winter and a fucking light coat. Help the brother out if you are able to do that. Right?
Because it's like you helping, like you do that for brothers like you're doing it for Yahweh Shai. You know? That's what it said when you were sick. Where was you, Lord? I mean, where did we help you, Lord? Or you know what I'm saying? Because everything you do towards his men, it's like you're doing it to Yahweh Shai, you're doing it to the Lord.
Right.
You know? So it could be the littlest gesture.
Yes.
It's still, you know, you gotta look at it like that's the Lord.
bear the
His
gospel.
brother, because the Lord's spirit is in that brother. You know what I'm saying? He's not doing wickedly. You know what I mean? So guess what? The Lord sees you doing that, and He's going to reward you. You know, He's going to reward you for what you done. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, so read what you got in Haggai. If somebody get prophet reward.
This is the book of Haggai, chapter 1, verse 6. Ye have sown much and bringing little. Ye eat, but ye have not enough. You know, and that's how it is for the everyday Israelite man. You know, they work, they pay bills. Next thing you know, at the end of the week, they ain't got no money, man. Because why? We are bringing little, but guess what? All our responsibilities and shit that we gotta pay rent, we gotta, pay bills. So we ain't got shit at the end of the day, right? So it says, ye drink, but ye are not filled with drink. Ye clothe you, but there is none more. And he that earneth wages to put it into a bag with holes. You know, so you can't even save at the end of the day. All right, because every minute is something. You gotta either pay a ticket or pay a bill, or your car breakdown, or some bullshit always happens, man.
Family emergency.
Right.
Something happens in the house.
Right. So that's Jake, man. That's the life of an average Jake, man, here in Babylon. Yeah. It's always something. Something is always happening where you can never get to the point where you can get ahead. Because why? Those are the curses, man. Those are the curses on our people, the sick people, you know? It says, verse 7, thus saith the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua of hosts, consider your ways, go up to the mountain and bring wood and build the house, and I will take pleasure in it, and I will be glorified, saith the Lord.
The Lord commanded them to build the temple.
Ye looked for much, and lo, it came to little. And when he brought it home, I did blow upon it. Why, saith the Lord of hosts? Because of my house that is waste, and you run every man unto his own house.
Yeah, so you had visions, dreams, aspirations. You had goals, right? Things that you wanted to do. But the Lord said, look at my house. You taking care of your business, but what about my business? You got to go get that bag, but what about your spiritual bag? Right? So you focusing on building your house up, making sure your house is good, but what about the Lord's house?
It says, therefore, the heaven over you is stayed from dew, and the earth is stayed from her fruit.
Yeah, the heaven over you is stayed from dew. So don't look for a harvest. Don't look for an increase, because I'm blocking it. You're being spiritually blocked. Yeah.
Spiritually rejected.
Yeah.
Verse 11, and I called for a drought upon the land, and upon the mountains, and upon the corn, and upon the new wine, and upon the oil, and upon that which the ground bringeth forth, and upon men, and upon cattle, and upon all the labor of the hands.
Yeah. Anything you're trying to prosper in is going to be blocked. You're going to get gate kept. The Lord is spiritually gatekeeping. Because there's only one way, and that's through Him. Remember, Yahweh Shah said He is the way. You got to go through the door of the shepherd. If you walk through any other way, you're a thief or a robber. The only way is through Yahweh Shah. It's the only way we get out of this place, out of our predicament, out of this hell, this infirmities, sickness.
We have to stay in our captivity.
It says, verse 12, then Zerubbabel, the son of Shealtiel, and Joshua, the son of Josedek, the high priest, with all the remnant of the people, obeyed the voice of the Lord their God, and the words of Haggai the prophet, as the Lord their God had sent him, and the people did fear before the Lord.
So that remnant. So there's a remnant that's going to get this word, and they're going to listen. They're going to obey. They hear the words of the Lord, and then they rectify what they rectify in their lives. Start seeking after the Lord to start doing what the Lord wants us to do.
It says, then spake Haggai the Lord's messenger and the Lord's message unto the people, saying, I am with you, saith the Lord. And the Lord stirred up the spirit of Zerubbabel, the son of Shealtiel, governor of Judah, and the spirit of Joshua, the son of Josedek, the high priest, and the spirit of all the remnant of the people, and they came and did work in the house of the Lord of hosts, their God.
That's that remnant. That remnant stopped what they was doing. The Lord said, we got to build his house. Let's get to work. That's why Yahushua even quoted, the harvest is plenteous, laborers are few. That few good men, that remnant, they're going to stop what they're doing, pick up their plowshares, their pruning hooks, their tools, start building the house of the Lord. And this is all spiritual. And
it says, verse 15, in the 24th day of the 6th month, in the 2nd year of Darius the king.
That was during the Medo-Persian Empire.
This is Matthew 10 and 41. He that receiveth a prophet in the name of a prophet shall receive a prophet's reward.
So this is how the people are going to get blessed. This is how the helpers get their blessings. Right? Because just because you're a believer doesn't mean you ain't got work to do. Now you might not be doing what the prophets are doing, but you are aiding and assisting the men of the Lord. And that's your sacrifices. That's your tithes of 10%, your offerings, by helping the men of the Lord out. So if you receive a prophet, you're going to get a prophet's reward. Okay? All right?
And he that receiveth righteous,
and that's how a lot of people will get blessed during the time of Jacob's trouble. During the time of Jacob's trouble, during the time of the mark of the beast, there's going to be people that's going to aid and assist the men of the Lord. The Lord's going to put his spirit on them to do that. It's not of they will. None of this is free will. The Lord's going to put his spirit on men, women, to assist the men of the Lord. And they're going to be blessed for that. Yeah.
All right. And he that receiveth a righteous man in the name of a righteous man shall receive a righteous man's reward.
Yeah.
All right. And whosoever shall give to drink unto one of these little ones a cup of cold water, only in the name of a disciple, verily I say unto you, he shall no wise lose his reward.
You're not going to lose your reward. That's why the brother said it earlier. Every little bit helps. Right? Or you thinking it's something minute. Right. You know, I just brung the brother's water. But in the sight of the Lord, that was a marvelous act. A marvelous gesture. You sacrifice. Remember, our Hebrew customs and traditions are about sacrificing, being selfless, giving, offering.
Providing value without expecting something in exchange. Providing value without expecting something in return.
Yeah, this thing ain't about reciprocating. Reciprocate. Right? And it's truth. You're not going to get reciprocated what you give out from this world, but you will reciprocate from the heavens. That's your treasures being stored in heaven. That's your reward in heaven. Right? When you read about Tobit, right? When you read about Tobit, there was Israelites' dead bodies laying out against against the wall and the gates. So you know what Tobit did? The Spirit got on him to go bury those bodies. Now that was their punishment, that was their judgment. But the Lord saw Tobit's act as a charitable gesture or a sacrifice. And he blessed Tobit. Now we read about Tobit. His name is written in the book of life. from that act that he did.
What was the woman? The woman that had who was the Mary Magdalene? That had the
oil?
The ointment.
Yeah.
She put it all over.
Yahusha.
Yeah. And
Wash his feet.
Yeah. Wash his feet with, right? And you had Judas saying, damn, you could have took that ointment.
You could have made money off that shit.
Money off that shit. But Yahusha said, hey, she was remembered for that act. Even to this day, we can read about her. You know what I'm saying? For the act that she did. So just that's being selfish. Like she basically had something precious, but you know what? She said, let me rub the Lord's feet with it. You know what I mean? Let rub it. I think she put it in his head or something.
No, his feet.
His feet, right? His feet. Yeah. So but you had this wicked nigga talking about, we could have sold it to the poor.
Made some money.
Made some money off that shit.
Well, he's thinking about profit. Well, which is all spiritual. Because that was for Yahushua's burial. That was part of the burial ceremony. Right? And like the brother said, that was a selfless act. That was her portion. Right? She ain't going out there teaching. She ain't doing lessons. That's not her lot. Her lot was she had oils, so let me use this oil to aid the ministry. And now, like the brother said, it's recorded. And we read about her. She's recorded in the book of life. So what you think is a little gesture is big in the sight of the Most High's eyes. Because once again, we are sacrificial people. We're selfless. We're supposed to be selfless. We're supposed to think about others. Love your neighbor as you love yourself. Yeah.
That's it.
Okay.
Say, pretty much the woman who gave her the oil, she pretty much, she pretty much took care, at that time, the value of the oil, her faith made it to where she took oil because, she had firm faith in our Lord Savior Yahushua.
First Peter 4:8. And above all things have fervent charity among yourselves, for charity shall cover the multitude of sins.
Fervent charity shall cover the multitude of sins. Why is that? Because the scriptures speak about Yahushua said it's more blessed to give than to receive. We're always supposed to be looking to help, to be useful, right? And that's why charity is going to cover, because in the sight of the Lord, that brother gives a lot. He thinks about others a lot. So I'm going to have mercy upon him. Now, that's not to excuse you to just be, I can be wicked and do what I want. You still got to live righteously, keep the laws, rehearse the righteous act. You still got to do the work.
Yeah, because even fucking drug dealers, they was during the time of so-called Christmas and Thanksgiving, they would give out turkeys.
The whole hood.
You know what I'm saying?
Turkeys and toys.
It ain't stopped them from being wicked though. You know what I'm saying? Even though, people look at them like, oh shit, they looked out, they did things for, people in the hood and this and that, but that don't really mean nothing. If you ain't living right, you know what I'm saying? Even Esau know how to give gifts.
Yeah.
And he's the wicked, he's the bad devil.
Right. Yeah, our people got food stamps.
Yeah.
Our people got food stamps. What the hell does that mean? Still in the ghettos, the slums, impoverished, sick. We all messed up, man. But you got food stamps, you got projects. Still stabbing us in the back and shit. Yeah.
This is First Peter 4:9. Use hospitality one to another without grudging.
Use hospitality without grudging. You gotta catch yourself. You gotta catch yourself. Don't be a murmurer. You know what I mean? Yeah, it happens. You know what I mean? A brother might offend you. A brother might rub you the wrong way. And you just kept like, man, what the fuck is wrong with this guy? You know, this nigga. Fuck. But you gotta catch yourself. You know what I mean? Brothers go off. Brothers be simple sometimes. Brothers battle spirits. We all fighting spirits. A brother might have just went through something, had a bad day at work. Woman,
You don't know it.
his parents, his
They
family.
lost everything at that moment. You don't know.
Yeah, it's spirits. You know what I mean? So don't be grudging. Or, you know, man, I fed that brother chicken, man. He ain't grateful. You know, brother come to your crib, be in hospital. Alright? Don't be giving grudgingly. You know? Like you don't want to help brothers. You're supposed to be willing to help brothers. Willing to assist.
You find yourself like happy you could do it. Like, yeah, look out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Not you like you could look out. You be like, damn, I can help. You know?
I got this is 1 John chapter 3, verse 17. But whosoever have this world's good, and seeth his brother have need, and shutteth up his woe, and devoureth of passion from him, how dwelleth the love of the Most High in him?
Yeah, how you want to shut up your bowels, meaning you have the power and ability to help somebody, but you don't.
Yeah.
It's fucked up. You know what I mean? Unless, you know, it's all case by cases. Ain't nothing generalized. You know, some brothers burn bridges and shit, you know? Some brothers abuse the brotherhood.
Right.
They abuse brothers in the brotherhood. Abuse brothers' kindness. You know what I mean? But this, we're talking about just in general, brothers needing help. And you are able to help them, you gotta help them. But if a brother abusing, you gotta set boundaries with the abusers. If you recognize a brother is abusing, you gotta set a boundary. That be the issue too. You know, brothers don't set boundaries. So certain sheep need boundaries. You know, don't go past this. If they go past this, I can't deal with you. I can't help you. You know what I mean?
And also, you know, you can't think foolishly either, man. You can't, you know, you gotta have wisdom, man. If you see this man asking for $3,000-$4,000, you gotta like, hold up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta use wisdom. Like, hold up, this guy is, you know, he's asking for pretty much too much. You know, at the end of the day,
got a mortgage payment? I don't know. I don't know.
At the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? We're going through our own shit. You know, our own shit that we gotta deal with. You know what I'm saying? We gotta make sure, you know, you gotta pay rent and all that shit. We ain't got time to be taking care of you like that. I mean, only like I said, that's what I said. You got brothers, you know, they can't really do too much, only certain elements and shit, and you know, things that happen when they can't work and they can't do certain shit. So that's acceptable. But my point is that when you have somebody that's just, you can tell, like, you know, you gotta use wisdom, like, yo, hold up, this brother's asking.
Able body.
Yeah, every week, like, oh, let me get $300. Let me get, you know what I'm saying?
Get a job.
Yeah, you gotta work, man, like the rest of us, man. We in hell, man. We in slavery, man. You know what I'm saying?
You're not a baby. You're not a kid.
Yeah.
You're able working. Get your ass up and work. Like the brother said, if you got infirmities, use the world, but don't abuse the world. There's government programs, assistant programs that help people with disabilities and infirmities. There's no excuse. You know what I mean? Like the brother, in Greatmillstone, like the brother just quoted, if you uptight, you need a collection, right? You need help. There's a chain of command for you brothers that's across the states. You get in contact with your regional heads, right? The regional head of your state. If you need a collection, you in trouble, locked up, you know, your car broke down, you need help with your car, whatever. You talk to your regional head. You don't be hitting brothers up individually, asking them for large lump sums of money. We don't do that at Greatmillstone, man. It's a chain of commands. Instead of getting $300 from one brother, you can ask 30 brothers for $10, and that's $300. And that burden wouldn't be on one man. That's how we operate. But you niggas, right, want to take advantage of brothers, Lord's going to destroy y'all niggas, man. Unless you repent. Yeah.
It says, verse 18, my little children, let us not love in word, neither in tongue, but in deed and in truth.
That's my favorite scripture, man. Because you know Jake got the gift of gab, man. We, Israelites can talk good, man. They can talk a good game, but they can't live a good game. You can talk, you know, poetry, you know, smooth talks. Supplant. Jake will utterly supplant. And we all have that ability because we're sons of Yahweh, man. We are sons of Yahweh, so we all have that ability to supplant. But you shouldn't be supplanting the brother. There's no need for that. That's old man mentality. If you need something, pray to Yahweh Shah. Period. But let us not love in word. Don't be filibustering, man. Talking good games. You gotta live this good game, man. Let us not love in word, but in deeds. That's actions. Remember, actions speak louder than words. So let us love in deeds and in truth. So it's not just actions alone. You gotta live in the truth. Where's the truth? In the words of the Most High. So we gotta live the actions of the words of the Most High. Again, I got something. Okay, Sean.
Y'all brought out James 1 and 22. This is James 1 and 22. But be ye doers of the word and not hearers only, deceiving your own selves.
Deceiving your own selves. Who you lying to? You gotta do this work, man. He says, be not hearers of the word. I'm listening. When you gonna start doing it? I like, because you know, on social media, everybody's inspiration people now. They're all inspiration talkers, motivational speakers. When you gonna stop listening to motivational videos and start putting it to use? When you gonna stop listening and start doing? How do you do? Rehearse the righteous acts. Stop eating pork. Stop eating shrimp, crab, and lobster. Yeah. Sabbath day, try to, you know, make it holy. If you're not working, cook. Try not to buy and sell, but we in hell. So you might have to buy you something to eat. Buy to get a ticket, trade ride, whatever. But try not to. You know, it's a rehearsal. If it's the Sabbath, I do my best not to cook on that day. If it's, I don't work on that day. I try not to buy and sell, but shit happens. But I try my best not to do it. And I don't pop my woman. Alright? Yeah. Because you got camps out there, that's a new doctrine. You gotta have sex on the Sabbath. You can't have sex on the Sabbath. The Sabbath, it says, you're supposed to be holy. You're supposed to keep it holy.
Yeah, you unclean.
How are you unclean and making something holy?
Yeah, you unclean and you drop seed.
The moment seed comes out of you, you unclean. Yeah. So you cannot have sex on the Sabbath. I don't know why niggas teaching that. The scripture said, when Israel wanted to talk to the Most High, he said they gotta be holy and clean before they can even present themselves to him. Refrain from having sex. That's what he commanded. He said, refrain from having sex, man.
It's a 3 days, right?
3 days. Yeah. Not 1 day, brother. Make sure you clean before you present yourselves to me. He said, refrain from touching a woman for 3 days. But you got God saying you can have sex on the Sabbath. That's that. But whatever. The blind be leaders of the blind. You're going to fall into the ditch. Blowing your woman back out. And you're supposed to be praising the Lord and glorifying the Lord. Getting head on the side. Out your mind, man. Anyway, I missed my last point. Cash out. Who was reading?
Me.
Cash out.
Sorry.
That's all I like rambling.
I try to be funny. Look, I cough. James 1:23. For if any be a hearer of the word and not a doer, he is like unto a man beholding his natural face in a glass.
Yeah, he's like a man beholding himself in a glass, right? You looking in the mirror, you see yourself, you recognize yourself. I am looking good today, here, dapper, beard good. I'm shining, I got the lotion on, I'm moisturized, guy.
All right. For if any be a hearer of the word and not a doer, he is like unto a man beholding his natural face in a glass.
He's beholding his natural face in the glass, guy.
For he beholdeth himself and goeth his way, and straightway forgetteth what manner of man he was.
The moment he walked away from that mirror, he forgot how he looked. He forgot who he was. That's how people are that don't live this word. The longer you stay away from the word, you'll remain in the congregation of the dead. Get that Proverbs 21:16.
I got something real quick.
Oh, go ahead.
This is 2 Corinthians chapter 13, verse 5. Examine yourselves whether ye be in the faith.
Examine, right? That means to scopeo. Look into, research yourself, whether you be of the faith. Okay?
It says, know ye not your own selves?
Don't you know your own self? Don't you know that you're lazy, that you procrastinate, that you got a sense, a different sense of humor, what you like, what you don't like, you always running late for shit. You don't know yourself? Yeah.
How that Yahweh Shai Hamashiach is in you, except ye be reprobates?
You don't know that Yahweh Shai dwelleth in you unless you're a reprobate, right? And what is a reprobate? Someone that's void of judgment, right? The Lord is not at all in your mind. So Yahweh Shai, remember, the Most High, you are the temple of the Most High. His Spirit dwells within you. Unless you're a reprobate, you don't even think about the Most High. You don't care about the Most High. You're not thinking about the truth, not thinking about the word, not thinking about salvation, not thinking about the destruction of America. You're not thinking about this devil going down. You're not thinking about the prophecies, the signs of the time. That's what a reprobate is caught up with the things of this world. A reprobate is caught up with the trends and the Joneses and all the bullshit that this world promotes. Yeah.
This is Proverbs 21:16. The man that wandereth out of the way of
The
understanding,
man that wanders, he walks away from the way of understanding. Now, usually we use this for people that's in the world, right? But this is really talking about believers, right? Because you have the understanding. You know the scriptures. You understand the scriptures. You understand the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven. You know what's to come. You know what to look out for. You know not to take the chip. But you wandering from that. Yeah.
all right? The man, Proverbs 21:16. The man that wandereth out of the way of understanding shall remain in the congregation of the day.
So you are wandering for the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding of the scriptures. And you're going to be amongst the walking dead. All the people that pass us by is the walking dead. It's the corruption, the corruptibles, right?
Yeah, that's what Ezekiel seen. And read Ezekiel 37. It goes into the valley of the dry bones, man. All right, which he was speaking about Israelites. All right, Israelites here in America that basically is dead, man, in a dead state. They don't understand. They don't have that breath within them, the breath of this truth. They don't have the skin, right?
You got the skin.
Some of them do have the skin,
Yeah.
and some of them don't have the skin. Or
Right,
some of them do have the skin, and they get the skin plucked off of them. You know? Especially, talking about that Christianity, going back to, God is, so-called Jesus and Jesus is God. That's bullshit, But either way, right? That's what you see in America, man. The Valley of Dry Bones, man. And the only way they can be basically revived or brought back is by having this truth, man. Which majority of our people they reject. So that's why they're gonna die, man. They're gonna. Look at scripture that says that the other nations they suffered their body not to be. They didn't put them in the grave. So basically, these other nations, such as Esau, right? They had a whole thing in that too. They didn't tell us who we were as a people. They didn't tell us that we were Israelites. Because they're the devil anyway. But either way, they had a part in that too.
You got a cash shot?
Proverbs 21:16. The man that wandereth out of the way of understanding shall remain in the congregation of the dead.
Remember, the Lord said, Lord, can I take some time to bury my father? And I was cold, man. He said, let the dead bury the dead. Got it? Bring it out.
Matthew.
That's cold.
Matthew chapter 8. Matthew 8 and start at verse 20. And Yahushua saith unto him, the foxes have holes, and the birds of the air have nests, but the Son of Man hath not where to lay his head.
Yeah, Yahushua has no home. You can't. So, there are certain brothers that's homeless or living in shelters or it's hard to find a home. Yahushua was homeless.
Right.
Remember, Yahushua went through the whole human experience. Everything mankind, everything that you faced in the human body, Yahushua went through. So, you can't say that your life is bad because Yahushua's life was worse. He went through it to show you can go through it and overcome it.
Yeah, he left his trade. He left his trade. He left his trade, carpentry. He left his trade, carpentry, and all that. That was a good skill set today, but a higher skill set back then. He left all of that to do the word. All right.
Matthew 8 and verse 23, it says, verse 21, and another of his disciples said unto him, Lord, suffer me first to go and bury my father. But Yahushua said unto him, follow me, and let the dead bury their dead.
Let the dead bury the dead, man. What's more important? Following after the Messiah or putting a corpse in the ground or in a tomb? Because your father is gone, like the brother elaborated. Your father's spirit is no longer here. So that's just his body. Now, in the Hebrew customs and Hebrew traditions, we do bury our loved ones. Or put them in a tomb, or put them in a plot in the ground. Okay? In the sepulchres. But Yahushua will show you what's more important, man. What prioritize what? Burying a dead body or following him so you can receive eternal life. And eternal life outweighs burying a loved one that's no longer here. So he was like, yo, let the dead bury the dead. Showing you that Yahushua was spitting bars. That's metaphors and similes. Because the people, it was talking about his family. They were spiritually dead. Yo, let the spiritual dead bury the actual dead. Yeah. You come with me if you want to live.
Right.
It's more. Keep on.
Yeah, for some, that's a hard pill to swallow, man. You know, Lord said that to you, you're like, oh shit, you know. If you're not in the spirit, you know, because you know, it could have been somebody you was close to or whatever. But if you're in the spirit, you know that hey, they're in the spirit world and they at peace, and not only that, they know the truth. You know, but one would be like, you know, they would be offended. Somebody of the world, they would be offended. Like, how can you speak to me that way? It's the Lord. What you talking about? You know. But like I said, man, it's something that, you know. That's why not too many people, not too many men can come into this truth, man, because they'll easily get offended. You know what I'm saying?
Something else.
I got some. This is
Change. Spirit kind of changed.
huh?
The spirit kind of changed.
All right. This is Hebrews chapter 4, verse 1. It says, "Let us therefore fear, lest the promise being left us of entering into His rest, any of you should seem to come short of it."
Yeah, let us fear, man. You gotta have fear of what? The Lord. Right? Fear of falling short to pleasing the Lord, or fearing the Lord. Because we don't want to be destroyed, man. I'm not trying to be destroyed by nuclear fire or starve to death. I'd rather die for the Lord, you know what I mean? If for persecution, when persecution arises, I'll die for the Lord. I don't want to die, by the Lord, so to speak. I'd rather die by man than die pissing off the Lord. I don't fear dying by man, so to speak. I don't fear displeasing the Lord. Because displeasing the Lord is worse than displeasing man or dying by man. But read that again.
It says, Hebrews chapter 4, verse 1, it says, "Let us therefore fear, lest the promise being left us of entering into His rest, any of you should seem to come short of it."
Yeah, we're not trying to come short of entering into His rest, receiving salvation. You know? Our Shah is coming tomorrow, and you just doing some nigga shit. You know what I mean? Or you being selfish, whatever. You're not on point. The Lord could be coming tomorrow, and you into yourself, and what you gotta do.
It says, "For unto us was the gospel preached, as well as unto them."
Yeah, unto us was the gospel preached, the believers, as well as unto them, which was the wicked scribes and Pharisees, the 2/3. Yeah.
But the word preached did not profit them.
The word preached did not profit the 2/3, the wicked scribes and Pharisees, right? Why didn't it profit them? Okay?
Not being mixed with faith.
Not being mixed with faith. And what is that faith? To believe upon the Son of the Most High, man. To believe upon Yahushua Mashiach. They were saying keep the laws, even though they wasn't. They was preaching that people keep the laws, even though they wasn't. But the Lord didn't profit them. It was Yahushua that was supposed to profit them. But they didn't profit because they did not believe. And the reason why people are going to perish is because of their unbelief. Okay.
It says, "And them that heard it, for we which have believed do enter into rest."
We that believe is going to be saved. Why? Because the just shall live by faith. Okay.
As He said, "As I have sworn in my wrath, if they shall enter into my rest, although the works were finished from the foundation of the world."
Yeah, the works were finished from the foundation of the world because it was already prescribed.
Right.
Yahushua was going to come on the earth, come from the seed of David. He was going to be amongst the people. They wasn't going to listen. They was going to turn against him. They was going to crucify him. He was going to raise the apostles up. They wasn't going to listen to the apostles. They was going to persecute the apostles, put them to death, and over again until he came back. It was already written. That's why there's no such thing as free will. It's already written who's going to be saved and who's not going to be saved. And we praying and hoping. That's why we're the hopeful elect. We're praying that we are part of that number.
Ephesians chapter 1 verse 4. As it says, according as he hath chosen us in him before the foundation of the world.
He has chosen us, the elect, the first fruits, the Alahayim, the chosen ones, before the foundations of the earth.
It's funny that ain't nobody disagrees with that. God the chosen.
See that?
So you gotta check that movie out. It says that we should be holy and without blame before him in love.
So what do we have to do? Be holy. What does holy mean? Separate. We can't be with the filth of this world. We can't be partakers with the corruption of this world. So we have to be found holy. And what else? Holy and what?
It says holy and without blame.
And without blame. You gotta be faultless. You cannot be an offender in this truth. Right? That means we gotta keep the law, statutes, commandments, and we have to love our neighbor as we love ourselves. The Lord coming back to see who's living that. Right? Are you loving your neighbor as you love yourself? Are you helping brothers out? Are you sacrificing for brothers? Are you sacrificing to the Lord? Are you focusing on the Lord? Are you praying to the Lord? Are you studying for the Lord? Alright. Because the majority of people are not. Even the people amongst the Christian church, Roman Catholic Church, Baptist Church, Methodist Church, Seventh-day Adventist Church, Jehovah's Witness Church. They got Bibles, they read Bibles. Like the brother read earlier, they have no breath. Still can't see the truth, hear the truth, that the Lord's people are the Israelites, right? His son only died for the Israelites, and salvation only belongs to the Israelites, and no one else.
Verse 5. Having predestined us unto the adoption of children by Yahweh Shah HaMashiach to himself, according to the good pleasure of his will.
Predestination. Somebody look up that word predestination. You could Google it. The Oxford definition. Predestination. Let's look up that word predestination. See what it means. Alright, hold on. It says that he predestinated us. Let's get the understanding of it.
It's an Oxford. This is the Oxford. As a doctrine in Christian theology, the divine foreordaining of all that will happen, especially with regard to the salvation of some and not others.
The divine ordinance, ordained. Yeah, read that one again.
Foreordaining. That's the word. Foreordaining. All right. But it has been particularly associated with the teachings of
That was it?
Yeah.
That's all I got.
That's it?
Yeah.
Okay, bring it out. This is Jeremiah 1:5. Before I formed thee in the belly, I knew thee, and before thou comest forth out of the womb, I sanctified thee and ordained thee a prophet unto the nations.
Yeah, so before we was formed in the belly, before your father ejaculated into your mother, right? The Most High made us. He put our spirits inside our father's sperm that went into our mother and became children. Yeah.
All right. And ordained thee a prophet unto the nations.
So from our birth, we was meant to do what we doing now. right? Showing you predestination, prescribing, preordained, right? None of us had a clue in the world we was gonna be out here serving the Lord. I didn't see that in 1,000 lifetimes. I thought I was just gonna be some nigga jiggable in the hood, man. Some hood stuff. That's what I was into. Money, cars, and clothes. All the nigga knows. I was concerned about being popular, being cool, looking fly. You know, racking up numbers on hoes. That's all I cared about. Getting money. Then the Lord said, slap the shit out of me. Like, nah, that ain't the way. He cleaned me up. He washed that shit from me. All that shit that was up, that's what that was. Corruptible, carnal shit. He washed me up. It was like, this is the way. Walk that way. That's not the way. And we've been walking that way ever since. Every brother's story is something similar. A little bit different, a little bit remixed. We was in filth, the Lord washed us up, and now we walk in the right
Put
way.
us in the cleaners in a rent cycle.
Oh yeah.
We got sent to the cleaners.
We got sent to the cleaners. We got washed up, man. Yeah.
This is 2 Corinthians chapter 5, verse 17. Therefore, if any man be in Yahweh Shai, he is a new creature.
So if any man follows after Yahushua, the world ignorantly called Jesus the Christ, he is a new creation. You are transformed. You are born again. You are renewed. I know you see it in the movies. It's like when the hero finally discovers he has powers. It's like, oh shit, oh, I can fly? Oh shit, fire, blast, super strength, oh shit. That's how it is when you come into this truth. It's that moment of, I have powers now.
That awakening.
The awakening. It's like, oh shit, I have powers. And what is your power? The fear of the Lord. What is your power? Faith. What is your power? Knowing the Most High and knowing His Son. What is your power? The words of the Most High. Okay.
And that's something Esau, he don't want us to know. That's why he'll make it his business to try to hide this truth, but it's too late. Because why? The Lord, this is the Lord's doing. This is the Lord's movie, man. The Lord is the one He has it ordained from the very beginning that He's going to have certain men on the earth, women and children, to wake up in the last days to understand this truth, man. So it's nothing that Esau, the devil, can do against this truth, right? It says, he is a new creature. Old things are passed away.
Whoever you was prior to this truth is dead. He's dead. No longer here. He's 6 feet deep. Put him in the dirt. Alright? The moment you start walking after the Lord and following the footsteps of the Lord, that nigga behind you is gone, man. And trust and believe, he's trying to pull you back. That nigga is trying to drag you back. That comfortability. Fuck comfortability. We're here to suffer. We're here to bear our crosses and follow after the Lord. We're not here to be comfortable. Right? Read that part again.
Right. It says, old things are passed away.
Old things are passed away. Yeah. I got a rotation. That shit is dead. Yeah, man, I used to have this whip, that whip. That shit is dead. Man, I used to have the Louis and Gucci's, bitches on my dick. That shit is dead. All that shit is dead. I knocked this many niggas out. Man, I was a champion. I was a golden belt in my boxing. That shit is dead. I did a movie with Denzel. That shit is dead. I could have been in the Olympics. That shit is dead. NFL, NBA, dead. Because none of that compares to the glory of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua and the kingdom of heaven.
It's like And one thing about what the Lord's doing, right? He's gonna humble you. When you come into this truth, He's gonna bring you really low,
And build you back.
and build you right back up. Because why? He wants to get those impurities out of you, all that filth. So that's why, you know, as the great examples as the apostles are, you know, those men are very humble. Because why? The Lord broke them down. He broke them down.
Tried and refined.
Tried them, and guess what? They still to this day, after 35 plus, 40 years plus, still out here, man. You know, still going hard. You know? But that's just examples of the Lord's power. You know? And it says, behold, all things are become new.
All things are become new. You have a new mentality now, a new mind frame, right? And like the brother said, you got to get broken down, man. How do you just look up the process of catching a wild horse or any type of wild animal? You got to break it down. You got to humble it so you can be able to tame it and ride it or own it. So it's the same thing with us. We got to get broken down. Yeah, man. And it's going to be hard, man. It's going to be hard. It's going to hurt. It's going to hurt like hell.
Yeah. Hey, we think about all the prophets, the men of old, right? Like Isaiah. So, you had Isaiah walking around naked. You know how many people probably looked at it like, yo, what's up with this dude, man? But guess what? That was all, you know what I'm saying? The Lord just telling Isaiah to do something, he did it. But it was all, you know, it was symbolic. There was a meaning behind it, you know, Ezekiel. So Ezekiel eat shit, human shit. I said, Lord, I ain't gonna eat no human shit, no man shit. I eat the cow shit. They're kind of like, just think about it, man. You put yourself in those men's situation, it's like, damn, you know, like damn, Lord, you know, that's like harsh. Yeah, that's harsh treatment. That's like kind of embarrassing, like all type of emotion. You know, those things that you have to deal with. It's like shit, you know. But those were the Lord's men.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
it was to prepare us for these times.
Yeah.
Job lost his kids.
Yep.
He lost his wife, his kids. And his friends turned against him. He felt by himself, man. And plenty. That's when you read Hebrews 11. You read about all the stories and accounts. Moses was considered the prince of Egypt. And he gave that shit up so he could be amongst people. And he was rewarded for that. You know?
Noah prophesying all them years. People making fun of Noah. You know? He's building an ark. Right? This is a time when it never rained. Never rained in the history of mankind. Just imagine what those people are telling them, all types of shit. Like, you know? So those are the things that was going through the prophets' heads, man. Like shit. You know, the Lord really, like, you know, he really had to, like, you know, use you to the point where it's like, shit, I'm all the way in now. I can't turn back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Hamashah knew when he was going to die.
Yep.
I can't even imagine it. Knowing the day of your death.
And how are you going to die?
So basically, like that's like the mentality of a death row inmate. They're like, yo, you dying on this date. You know what I mean?
So imagine that. You could be at a feast, a party, but it's still on your mind. I know I'm about to die. That's crazy. You still got to function and do the work and help other people.
Right.
These are the burdens that the men of the Lord have to go through, but still endure. That's why in the kingdom to come, man, finally, it's going to be like the biggest sigh in the history of sighing, man. It's going to be the biggest, the biggest relief ever, man. Because all these lifetimes of suffering over and over and over again is going to be finally over.
The rest.
Yeah,
Ecclesiastes 2, verse 2. Set thy heart aright and constantly endure, and make not haste in time of trouble.
man, don't try to flee the moment shit happens, man. Sometimes you just gotta sit in the shit. Sit in the affliction and the adversity. Pray to the Lord, why is this happening to me? What do you want me to do about it? How do I overcome it? Or pray for strength to deal with it. Make not haste out of time of trouble, man. You're always running away. You ain't no running from the Lord. Ask Jonah. God.
Verse 3. Cleave unto him, and depart not away, that thou mayest be increased at thy last end.
That we may be increased in our last end. Cleave to the Lord. Cleave to his word. Cleave to praying. And when it's all said and done, the Lord is going to exhort you. He's going to lift you up. Okay? Last verse.
Verse 4 and 5. Whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully, and be patient when thou art changed to a low estate.
Be patient. Being long suffering. Sometimes you just got to deal with shit. You got to suffer shit. You know? Be patient when shit happens to you. Misfortune. Bad luck. You're like, you know what? Lord know what he's doing, man. You know what? I deserve this. I don't know what I did in my past life, this life. But the Lord is trying to make me learn something to grow. I'm being molded, tried and refined. It is what it is. I say it all the time, my tire pop up. What y'all about you know, so I'm alive. You know, me and my woman back and forth up. What y'all about you know, so you know, let me pray to the Lord. You know, catching hell at work. Hey, what y'all about you know, so. But then again, you gotta remember, anybody that fucks with us, the Lord is going to get them back.
Offend my little ones.
Offend not my little ones. And touch not my prophets. Smite not my prophets. No.
Touch not my prophets.
Touch not my anointing. And do my prophets no harm. Touch not my anointing and do my prophets no harm. So anybody that fucks with us, that's their ass. They all. But at the same time, just know that the Lord is doing it too. But finish that up.
Sirach 2 and 5. For gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men are. For gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity.
And acceptable men in the furnace of adversity. So we are referenced onto gold. Now gold in its raw state isn't shiny. It has to be put in fire and be molded into that. But gold just looks like a dirty stone. Right? But when it's put into the fire, it starts to shine. So it's the same thing as the men of the Lord. We rough.
Yeah, it's banged up. And you know, when it got that fire, it's banged up and fashioned and molded. It's banged up. When it's put up in that, it got that, it's that heat to it, and it's banged up into the fashion it's supposed to be in. And then when it's in that fire, it's poured into the mold it's supposed to be, whether it's a bar, a coin, or whatever.
And when you look up about gold, right? Gold is a material that cannot be destroyed. No matter how much, matter if you heat it or heat it, it cannot be destroyed. It's a material that cannot decompose. It's like silver can't rust. Silver can't rust unless I think some other silver do it to it. But that's how the men of the Lord are referenced to gold, silver, and precious stones. Alright? We are constantly in a state of adversity because like the brother has said, we're being molded to what the Most High wants us to be. and that's his elect. So his will.
You said that gold, if it's straight up 100% or silver, it can't rust, right? Or none of that, right? So the elect can't be compromised.
There you go.
Still got more?
This is last scripture, if you don't mind.
Head on.
Matthew chapter 3, verse 10. And now also the axe is laid unto the root of the trees. Therefore, every tree which bringeth not forth good fruit is hewn down and cast into the fire.
There you go. Anybody that doesn't produce the fruit or be active in this thing, the Lord is going to chop you down and destroy you. I got it right here. It says, pure gold is virtually indestructible. It will not corrode, rust, or tarnish, and fire cannot destroy it. It says, in addition to chemical reactions, gold can be damaged by physical forces. Oh no, not that. Does gold ever get destroyed? Impurities in gold is a significant factor in why scrap can cause discrepancy with post-melt weight. Alloys combined with gold during the casting process of the jewelry can be burnt off during the metalling process. It is important to note that gold itself can never be burnt or destroyed. So men of the Lord, remember the scriptures say that none is lost. We are the elect are in the hands of the Lord. That's why he referenced them to like gold. Because there's really nothing you can do against the Lord's elect. There's nothing you can do. No, let him get it, girl. Okay, get it.
Matthew 3 and verse 11. I indeed baptize you with water unto repentance, but he that cometh after me is mightier than I.
This is John the Baptist talking about Yahweh Shah. Yeah.
It says, whose shoes I am not worthy to bear. He shall baptize you with the Holy Spirit and with fire.
Alright, the Holy Spirit and with fire, which is the word. Okay.
Whose fan is in his hand, and he will thoroughly purge his floor.
Yeah, you're going to thoroughly purge the floor. Because before you could build on any, before you can build a building, a foundation, a house, or anything, the floor got to be leveled. So Yahweh Shah is going to level the floor. He's going to level the earth before he builds his kingdom. That was it.
A little more. It says, whose fan is in his hand, and he will thoroughly purge his floor, and gather his wheat into the garner, but he will burn up the chaff with unquenchable fire.
Yeah, he's going to gather his wheat, which is the good harvest, and everything else is going to get burnt up. Okay, my God. That's what I want.
This is Philippians chapter 3. I'm going to start at verse 20. For our conversation is in heaven.
Our conversation, our conduct, because conversation comes from the Greek anastrophe. When you look up anastrophe, it stands for manners of living and conduct. So the scriptures say that our conversation or our conduct is heavenly. It's God sent. And
From whence also we look for a Savior.
we are looking for Yahweh Shah. We ain't looking for the new Jordans. We ain't looking for the new Maybach or BMW or Chrysler. We ain't looking for the new Tesla, new smartphones, new Apple. We're looking for Yahweh Shah, man. And Yahweh Shah ain't here. Yeah.
It says, for the Savior, the Lord, Yahweh Shah Mashiach,
We looking in the heavens. Yeah.
who shall change our vile body
He's gonna change this piece of shit, station wagon, punch buggy body. Yeah.
into
Right.
that it may be fashioned like unto his glorious body.
It's gonna be fashioned like his extraterrestrial body. That body with spiritual power. That body that can't go off. That's how he's going to fashion us.
Right.
Okay?
It says, according to the working whereby he is able even to subdue all things unto himself.
Yeah, to the working, he's going to be able to subdue everything to himself. Because the scriptures say when he comes back, he's not going to beat you as a man. Because he's coming back like an angelic force. A force to be reckoned, not to be reckoned with. Right? He's coming back in the power and the might of the Most High. With the Lord of hosts, the armies. And soon he's going to change our bodies to the way his body is. God.
Perfect.
Perfect. Immortal. You know what I'm saying?
That's it.
Hey, pretty much that's it. We pray and hope that y'all was edified. We're going to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. Till next time we say Shalom.
Shalom.
Baba Ba, Fam Yasha'ala. Push until Shiloh comes, man.
That's it.